out there. I don't know where you're watching us from, but then good evening here in Ghana or from Ghana. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location anyway. My name is Stella, the host of Time with Counselor Stella. Probably this is the first time you're coming across this program. This program is proudly hosted by Stella. Yes. I don't know how your weekend is going. I don't know if the rain is really affecting you one way or the other, but then it is well. It has to rain. There has to be sunshine. There has to be everything that God created at its season. So we don't have any question to ask our Creator than to appreciate the rainfall. Yes. We have an interesting topic tonight. We want to talk about this, and this is very important. And as a family, we need to really sit down and listen to this. Or if you are not yet a family, like you're not yet a mother or a father, of course, you would love to learn something from this program. But do not forget to like or share and send your comments coming. Follow us on Facebook, Omashi TV, on TikTok, on YouTube, and all social media handles. And do not forget to share, like, and send your comments coming, please. It's very necessary. Like I keep saying all the time, that when we are behind the camera, it doesn't mean that we know everything. No, we just here to share, to hear from you if we're doing it right, and also to learn from you as well. Call and like, and let's dive into this together. Of course, the topic goes is with crisis of family values. Who raises the children? Who raises children today, or today children? Parents, are they doing their job? Are they doing their responsibilities? Or they've left the responsibilities for their teachers to raise the children? What is going on in our society? Is it government that's supposed to raise the children? Or is it a religion leaders that are to raise the children? Or teachers, or neighbors, or friends? Who are they? Who's supposed to raise the children? Who? We want to find out today. I always bring you intelligent guests in the house. You know, life here on Omashi, we do the best. We try to do it all, but we still need your support. I have in person of Lady Victoria, and I have in person of Ni Amawolo. He's on his way coming, and all of that. But then, before I start, I would like my lady to introduce herself very well, so our lovely audience out there. My love, you're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Always. I like that. Would you mind? Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Victoria Yabua from Ablikuma Central. I'm a branch and a ward woman organizer.
All right. Branch and ward woman organizer from Ablikuma Central, right? Interesting one. I think I hosted her 2 weeks ago. She brought a lot of illustrations, if I might put it that way. He brought a lot of prominent people that were brought up by single parents, and she helped us to understand that single parents can still do the best. There's a lot. Let's start diving in one after the other and see what she got for us in stock. My lady, when this program or this topic was sent to you, what crosses your mind? How did you feel about it?
I'll say that today's homes are being raised by, I think, social media, most often peer pressure, and then parents not having time to bring their children up well, in the sense that some parents will go to work as early as 4 and come home late as 7. By the time you come home, you don't know where your child has been, what he has been doing, until maybe there's a problem that is being brought to your notice, before you know that this is what your child
going on
is doing. And at times, we parents, we have the moral justification to God that we are supposed to take care of the children He has given us. Because if you are not able to have time to take care of your kids, don't give birth.
Exactly. Don't give birth. If you know you would not take care of your kids, don't give birth, because most of the time the children are suffering. I don't know why you should bring them to earth without taking good care of them. But then, when we say there is a crisis of family value, what exactly are we referring to? what values that is disappearing from homes that we are talking about today? What kind of value is that?
I'll say love, respect, discipline, integrity.
Wow.
They are all lost, and then the fear of God
Wow.
are all missing in the children's life nowadays, because the parents are not able to have time to instill those disciplines in the kids. So at times when you see some of this youth nowadays, at first in our time, you can't come and stand when an elder calls you. You just don't respond anyhow. You have to add respect.
Exactly.
And when you get in front of an elder, you put your hands behind your back. But nowadays youth, as he or she has come to you, then one hand is on the waist, and the kind of body attitude.
Okay.
So it's like right now the children are taking their own path, whilst the parents have no idea of what kind of situations and then what type of things they are going through. So right now, to me, I'll say that children are gifts from God, and as they are gifts from God, we should try our possible best to instill the fear of God in them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. But do you think that parents have lost their control when it comes when we talk about raising their children? Do you think they've lost their control?
Yes, I'll say some have lost control because they don't have time.
Okay.
And some of them also don't even have time to even go to church. So if you are not being spiritually inclined to help the child grow in the fear of God, how can the child be responsible in society? And at times peer pressure, and then they look at our celebrities. But one thing you have to know is they didn't just get up and get to where they are. They worked for it.
They worked for it.
When you see them dressing in a certain way, it's a costume that they are wearing for TV. But in real life, you will not see them wearing anything short or putting on any kind of indecent attires. But because we watch them and we think what they are doing is right, we try our possible best to follow suit in what they are doing, and it's wrong.
It's wrong, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. Can you give us any scenario if you've come across where parents are not giving their children attention that they require? Can you give us any scenario in our modern time today?
Our modern time today, mostly, I'll say that parents don't really have the time to sit down to communicate with them. One, just recently, I had an issue with a young guy who his parents think they are training him in a military way. He came, unfortunately, to the neighborhood to give something to someone, and mistakenly, because he has been following these rascals, he was added to the raid, and then he was arrested. And the dad knew he was in school. And you are attending school near Akraka, and your parents are living at Oyarifa. But because of bad influence and peer pressure, you leave school, you come to the neighborhood to come and fool when it's late before you go home. And and because the parents, I think because the dad is always busy with work, he is not able to follow up in the school to know that this is the time my ward goes to school, this is the time they close, do they have classes, or he has no idea. So whatever the child is doing,
He doesn't care. He doesn't know.
he doesn't know until he was called that his son had been arrested. Before he found out that this is what the child had been doing. And right now, with a child like that, it will take grace and then prayer, and then you having time to correct him in certain ways, to put him back on track. So my question is, will you have the time?
Would you have the time? It's a good question. Parents, would you have a time for your children? Would you have that special time? Or do you think providing shelter, food, whatever they need that will keep them going in life, or the materialistic things, do you think that is the only thing they requires of you as a parent? They require this tender affection. They require this so much love and discipline, and give them a good training to acquire knowledge. Like we keep saying, I think children do not really learn from what you teach them. They learn from your actions, from things you do. Because if you are, as a parent, you keep working, get busy at the workplace, a lot of challenges and business schedules so tight, your kid does not have any good time with you at home. Neither do you have a good time with them at home. So in this other way around, there's no way they could learn things or learn anything special from their parents. So do you think that most of the time, my lady, do you think that those children are being brought up by their teachers, or do you think they were brought up by the government, or do you think they are brought up by religious leaders? Because I don't know. Let's hear.
Right now, I'll say that most kids are being brought up by their teachers,
Wow.
social media, and then their friends,
Which is bad.
because their parents, one way or the other, are busy, sometimes broken home. And if you, a woman, you're having a son, and your son gets to a certain age, he thinks you have no right to question him on his do's and don'ts. He sees himself as a man until he gets to a place where he sees that he's in trouble. That's when he sees that he has a mother.
Has a
But
mother.
if
Parents.
if he is not going through anything, or what he's doing, he thinks he's okay, he doesn't care.
Wow.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. This is so heartbreaking. I think I have come across where a young girl, let me say, I think she was 21 as of that time. That was last year. She called me. She was shedding tears. She was like, Auntie Stella, she wish she had motherly love. I was like, why? She said, look at how you take care of the kids around you. That she wish she had such kind of treatment from her mother. So I was like, come. Why are you saying that? She began to tell me stories. We realize that so many women don't play their role as a mother. They push everything to men. You want a man to go look for daily bread. The man should bring food on the table. The man should pay bills. The man should also be the one to tell the children the do's and don'ts. Do you think it is well for the women to take such kind of a step?
For me, I'll say it's not all that well, but I'll say right now the economy is at times driving us to a certain point, because at times things are expensive.
Yeah.
Buying prepaid, paying water bill, paying house rate, and with the children's clothes, their school fees, at times leaving it alone for the man is something else. And right now, with the kind of food that we eat, brings a whole lot. Right now, people are getting this cancer, so it's like when you have a I'll say supportive partner.
Yeah.
If your wife is very supportive, at times it reduces the stress level on the man.
Yeah.
But you should know one thing, that God gave you a purpose in that relationship. If you have kids, make sure that you try and adjust your time.
Yeah.
Because most times, if the man goes to work, the woman too is gone. And you have to know that you have kids at home. So whatever that you are doing in town, you quickly rush home.
Oh, yeah.
To see what the children are doing at home. I know some parents, because they don't trust the society they are in right now, they have security cameras in the house. So whatever that goes on, they see. So it enables them to check on their kids.
Yeah.
So well.
But that is not enough.
That's not enough. But at times, I'll say, because of our modern Ghana, I'll say that it helps, but not enough.
Not enough.
And when our youth watches the way some of our people have become MPs, they didn't start it smoothly.
Yeah.
I always say, I know someone who was brought up from an orphanage.
Okay.
He's an MP. He is a lawyer.
Wow.
So ask yourself, what what extraordinary, because he had his mindset and his goal.
He knew where he's going.
Thank
where
you.
He was coming
And
from.
he didn't want maybe the children he will bring out
Yeah.
go through what he went through.
Yeah.
I know people who were brought, they had nothing. They were selling kerosene on the streets.
Yeah.
But they are now CEOs.
Wow. Interesting.
So social media can make you
and
make
you. Nice one, interesting one, lady. Thank you so much, my lady. Social media can make you and can unmake you. And she's helping us to understand that most parents give their children less attention, and there's not any value that they show or they give to those children. And this have made the children to be so busy on social media that they've lost a lot of value. They do not know the left and the right and all of that. But let me ask you, my lady, on what particular age do you think parents need to teach their children moral values in the family? At what particular age?
At their tender age. Such as when the child is able to distinguish between right and wrong.
Yeah.
That will be around 5, 6. You need to build them at times with these memory verses, and when you instill it in them, they see that, hey, me mama bebo me, and it becomes part and parcel of them. But my problem is, apart from all this, you the parent, you have to have humble time to sit with them. When you are able to communicate with your kids,
yes, my lord,
that's when you know that my child is good in reading. Yeah. My child is able to recite poetry very well. Yeah. You know your child's talent, and with you knowing his or her talent, you are able to also invest. Because I know some kids, they can draw so perfectly to the extent that when you even give them an image to draw, they do well. But so if their parents are able to channel their time and efforts, do not give your kids out to teachers to groom them, because some of these teachers are also human beings. Because you don't know, you give your word to a male teacher, either he's a gay or he can kill them without you knowing.
I'm telling you,
because
influence them.
And right now, this are modern Ghana, things are changing. Because at first, you can't look at a small child and just cut Charlie. But right now, things are, so you the parent, you have to make humble time for your child. Don't be absent in raising your child. And don't give your children out to family members to take care of them. You don't know what they are instilling in them. Because when most times you give them out to family members, you don't know the kind of spirit in that person. You don't know what the kind of mindset the person has for you. Because you don't know the person so well. If the person is a drug addict, by the time you say Jack, your child has also started, because he sees uncle doing it. He sees auntie drinking.
Yeah.
So try your possible best. Keep your children in check around you. Know where they go, know their location at any given time. Try and go through their phones when you have humble time. Because when you go through their phone, that's when you know who is chatting, who is talking to, what he or she is doing, where he goes, and where he or she doesn't go. TikTok, try and then link it to your personal phone, so that you know what they do on social media.
Yes, nice one. You're watching Time with Counselor Stella. Like I keep saying all the time, we bring you the best. Do not forget to like and share and hit that button, of course. Yes, you're watching Time with Counselor Stella. If this is your first time of coming across this program, kindly join us and let's hear your take. You can also call us and let's hear your take on this number live here on Omashi right now. 0274 324 331. 0274 324 331. Call us live right now live. Let's hear from you. We're talking about who is really raising today's children. Is it the teachers? Is it the parents? Have parents lost their value, their responsibilities that make the children to get so hooked up with social media that is not taking them the right way. But some say that our children are not being taken care of their parents, that social media is the one bringing up the children. My lady, do you believe that it is true? People argue that social media brings up the children, trains the children. The parents are not doing their responsibility. I think you've answered that question.
Yeah.
But can you add a little bit to it? Just quick one.
What I'll say about this statement is most parents don't have time, and the children are right now always on TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, and the kind of behaviors at times, some of them, when you see some of their videos and you look at their faces, it's two different things. So you ask yourself, if the parents are not able to see the other side of the child, and someone goes to see it, the person will say, maybe the parent will be like, you are trying to spoil my child's name. But you, the parent, have you been able to go and verify on that social media app that what is my daughter doing there? Some of the parents are not on TikTok, but their kids are there. Some of the parents are, for me, for example, I'm not on Snapchat. So when I'm told my daughter is on Snapchat, I'll try my possible best to download and find out what she's doing there.
Or what exactly are they doing there?
But parents don't have time. And some of the children too are doing these hookups on a low note without their parents even knowing. Online. And they are being killed because you don't know if the man is a carrier of any disease, if he is a killer, if he is a destiny stealer. Because
I think last 2-3 years this thing really happened. A lot of young students were killed and murdered. I don't know.
Yeah, because most of these are young girls. See it right now. I think we are not using iPhone, we are colo. In a sense that when a man tells you, come and let me have a nice time with you, I'll give you iPhone 16, she'll rush and go for it.
She'll rush and go. Most of it is too.
But ask yourself, after he or she having his or a way with you, what is he depositing in you?
And what will you achieve?
And at times, parents are supposed to try and then educate
so much. Wow.
The children in these vices.
Such
and at times, peer pressure will boys will tell you that we are colo. My brother, my young brother, I'm pleading with you. If you don't smoke, master, nothing.
It wouldn't change anything.
And the funny thing, after you taking those drugs, we have for example, some people take and they are okay, but you don't know your blood group, you don't know anything. If you go and take,
you don't know what will happen.
You don't know. And I know someone who is so close to me. He smokes the weed. He doesn't misbehave. He goes to work. And if I tell you what he's able to do with his time, but he makes sure that he doesn't make the weed his
distracting. We'll come back to that. We're not encouraging people to take substance. Alright, that's fine. Interesting one. But do you think that celebrities, influencers, or content creators, they have a good values, or they add values to the life of their children? Let me come back with these questions. Celebrities or the influencers or content creators on social medias, what do you think the children learn from them? Are they teaching them good things? We have some women, they wear panties on social media, dancing. I think that was the time there's this couples, the wife will not wear bra, they wear only panties and all of that. I think we have a caller. Hello, caller. Yeah, hello. Hello, good evening, caller. Where are you calling from and your name, please?
Yes, my name is Joseph.
Okay. All right, please, Mr. Joe. All right, please. I think we lost it. Mr. Joe, please try again. Mr. Joseph, please, please. Thank you so much for trying. All right. I think this woman wears, she doesn't put on bra, just underwear nika, and the husband, they will be dancing on social media.
My name is
All right, sir, please. We can hear you, sir.
I like the very much and I want to
The network is bad. I think we have a little bit, I don't know. So please try again. Thank you, sir. So this woman wear underwear and the husband, they will be dancing on social media and they have kids. How can you describe such people and what kind of influence are there to those children?
They are not. Well, I don't know how they are training their children to be like that. To me, you have to instill the fear of God
Into them.
into the children. So you dressing naked, do you think next time your child will wear dress or wear panty and sit on social media? No, you also will come naked because he thinks what
That's
daddy
the
and
best.
mommy are doing is right. And you saying content creators, and then I think you mentioned something again. I think content creators, for example, and then celebrities.
Yeah.
I'll use Dumelo
Dumelo,
as an example.
our actor.
Dumelo, if anybody wants to look up to someone, I will choose Dumelo. One, he has
As a
taught
celebrity,
as a
right?
celebrity, he has taught the youth if they will learn from him.
Thank you.
He was brought up by the mom and dad,
Yeah.
and apart from that, he came into
Give us his complete name. You're giving us a good example. We need to hear. You said Dumelo. Some will know
his honorable Dumelo,
John-
John Dumelo.
Oh, okay.
He is the deputy agric minister
Wow,
right now,
yeah.
and he was an actor.
Very humble soul.
He was an actor,
Mm.
and I'll say he was doing well in the movie industry.
Yeah.
But he saw it that he had a passion for farming.
Yeah.
He went into it. He's doing so well. He came into our political terrain and he won, and he's doing so well as an MP. So I'll say at least what he was instilled with, and I'm sure his kids that he is bringing them up, his children, I'm not sure he will tell them to disrespect anyone or come on social media to insult an elder. If you are being brought up well, you will not take camera and sit in front of camera and insult anyone or talk anyhow or give a loose communicate.
Yeah.
Because at times I say talk is cheap,
Yeah.
but right now talk cheap will land you somewhere you're not supposed to land. So for him, he has used the social media well. Dr. Frank Amwakuhine, the
Wow.
regional minister for Asante region,
Wow.
he's a doctor by profession. He was always on social media. He didn't make social media hula baloo, direct him negatively. He used it positively, and he used it so well. Look at where he is. So you can't say that social media destroys images.
I think we have a caller. Thank you so much. You're diving us so lovely. We are enjoying the ride. Thank you so much. Hello, caller. Hello, good evening. Hello. Network. Okay. I can't really hear you. Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keep trying. God bless you for even the attempts. All right. Please, you're giving us a beautiful example.
And after he using social media, God being so good, he is still a medical doctor, and he's still and he doesn't make his political color define his job. He goes to work as a medical doctor. day in and day out, and he does his work as a regional minister also pretty well, and he is able to even raise his children and then direct his family the way he thinks is right.
It's the rightful way.
You get it? At times, we parents, we shouldn't see that because of responsibilities, so we'll leave the children to try and chapter their own way of living. When you don't give the children direction, they will give themselves direction,
and that wouldn't be the best.
So we should try our possible best and direct the children in the right way. And I'm sure these celebrities that I mentioned their names, I'm sure their parents saw their talents very young. Some of them, they are very forceful, and they have unique ways of bringing out whatever that they feel they have within them.
Yeah,
you get it. At times we'll say that this one was brought poorly, or that some people who right now have landed where they are not supposed to land, they were from a good home, but because they refused to listen to directions and they were not ready to listen to the fear of God that the parents were trying to instill in them, has landed them where they are not supposed to land. Frank Amwakuhene, for example, honorable, I'm sure the way he was brought up, and I am aware that his family is very, very good. The kind of siblings that he has, it will shock you. So I'm sure today they are shocked that their younger brother has turned into politics and where it has landed him, because I'm not sure they have ever thought his social media talks and chats will land him where he has gotten to. So I'll say that at times social media can make and not make you. If you want it to, you can use it the right way and it will yield you good investments. You can use it the wrong way and to land you in trouble.
Wow, interesting one. This is a deep one. I think we have to learn a lot today concerning our children and how we bring up our children. If we may ask, do you think that the school is playing a huge responsibility when we talk about bringing the children up in a rightful way compared to the parents?
Right now, I'll say some of the schools are trying, but it's not enough. Because the reason why I will say so is, you, the teacher, you would know the student in class, maybe his strength in education, but do you know what he or she does at break? Are you able to use your eyes to follow them wherever they go? No. So you don't know if after class he or she goes out to smoke. You won't know. Does he or she goes to do bad vices? You won't know. So I at times say that the teachers will have about 5% in the child's upbringing, but not that much, because at first teachers that we had are the types that they were able to know your character even more than your parents. But right now, nowadays teachers, when they finish teaching, they are all on their social media handles watching TikTok, so they don't even have time to even watch what the children are doing or following to know what they are doing at the playing ground. Some children, they learn lesbianism in school. So ask yourself, what are the teachers also doing? When you take your kids to boarding school thinking that you've left them in boarding school, by the time you realize they've learned bad vices and they bring it home. And when they bring it home too, if you, the parents, you don't have quality time with your kids, you won't know that this and this is what the child is learning.
Yeah.
Until maybe you catch him red-handed.
One-on-one.
Before you know that your child is smoking, your child is drinking what he or she is not supposed to drink. And at times, some...
I think we have... Hello, caller. Hello? Oh, we lost it. Sorry. Okay, we can hear you. Hello? Oh. Okay. Yes, please. Okay. Nice one. All right. That's fine. Sorry about that. All right.
So I think
But I'm not.
Yes, my man, I can hear you say.
the TV is listening to the TV.
I don't know. Can you shift a little bit from your TV set? Please? Can you reduce the volume of your TV set, please? All right, let's go. Okay. I can hear you. You're making a good point. But if I may ask you, what do you think, or how do you think religion can install values in a family? How? Do you think religions can restore values in any other in families? If yes, what do you think they can do to restore value in families as religions?
Like as I said the last time about the churches, right now
Can you speak a little bit louder for me?
our churches should try, and then we should have to dive into the Bible and then lessons more. For example, some churches, mostly you go very early, they do Sunday school, they teach the Bible. If you don't understand English, they do Gan, Tree, and all the languages.
All kinds of languages.
And they have the Sunday school for the kids, that they do the language barrier classes, and then the senior side. So you learning and then learning deep into the Bible. At times, it's able to. I'll say it's able to shape you in the right way. Because, for example, I will use assemblies because I have attended it when I was young. You go very early, you go for those Bible classes. So after those Sunday school classes, before they do the church service and everything, so at times before you get home, you can say that this is what I learned. But right now, our church just is more like fundraising, soul section, and a whole lot. And for me, I'll say if we will go back to the old days, it will help groom our youth. Because right now, the youth that go to church, I'm not sure what those times we were learning at church is being taught.
Do you have any example you can give us based on that? What they learn in church and what they do not teach them?
Right now,
And what they're supposed to teach them, but they don't do that. Tell me.
for example, when they go to church, how to be disciplined, because you learn discipline and then the fear of God from church. So ask yourself, the definition of love, where do you understand the word love? It's from the church. So if the church is not able to treat these topics, how will the child be able to know that when they say love doesn't mean you sleeping with a man or a woman that shows that you love that person? We have a biblical way of showing love, and that's the way parents show love to their kids. It's by they trying to provide, instill the fear of God in them, making sure that they are comfortable, and making sure that whatever they need is being provided. But that doesn't mean that everything that you want, your parents have to give to you.
Like how?
For example, when you're above 18, I think that's when your parents should give you a phone. And even not a smartphone, even the typing key, so that he or she can communicate with you. 1, 2, your parents should know the kind of clothes they buy for you. If they buy you short dresses, they are trying to educate you to dress anyhow in society.
Yeah.
And when I say this, when we try to go in the old days, you are afraid to wear anything short to come and stand in front of an elder. Right now, our youth of nowadays just get up, they see any king anywhere, come on social media to insult them. Right now, those times you can't do it. Right now, they are able to do it. So if we are able to push and make sure that they are not able to get access to social media, they are able to watch TV, fine. But social media, we should try and bring them back a little, because social media is destroying them.
Okay, interesting one. I think let me go back to the previous ones what we discussed earlier. I think teachers played major role as well. I remember one time I went to a particular school to do 1 or 2 inquiries. The teachers were telling me that the badge of the former students were very reliable and responsible, and they were serious in education. But the present one, they are into social media, in a sense that almost all the children has phone, and that has been distracting them. And the teacher went further to let me understand that this children has been watching some kinds of videos on social media that is not healthy, and their parents they do not careless because they bought them such phone at that particular age. I think the teachers, they try their best. I think they are doing their own parts. And when you think about it in other way around, because they are not their biological children, when they talk and advise and try to direct them, they become so fed up that they cannot continue, because it is not their biological children.
It's true.
So what advice can you give to teachers that feels that they are not my biological children? I'm not going to spend so much time talking, because I realize most teachers do that. They'll go like, oh, that's their life, so they choose to live how they want to live. What advice can you give such teachers?
For me, I would say they are doing their best, but their best is still not enough. Because, for example, my daughter is also in SHS.
Yes, I know.
So I understand when the teachers are trying to take their phones from them and stuff. Mm-hmm. I understand them. But we, the parents, also have a problem with the teachers. Mm-hmm. Because, for example, some of the children will be seriously ill and they'll be having problems, and they won't be able to get in touch with any of the teachers. And when they take phones to call some of we, the parents, we become agitated, because my daughter has called me. She's not feeling well. Mm-hmm. And in the school too, when you ask them to go to any of the teachers, they are scared of them. Try your possible best and make the children a little bit friendly. Let them come close to you, especially the ladies in the schools. Mm-hmm. When you are able to draw them closer to you, mm-hmm. chat with them, have a conversation. At times, the children will feel free to the extent that they will tell you their darkest secrets that they are not able to even tell their parents. It depends on how
you relate to them.
So, recently, a young lady that I went to visit in school, she sat with me and I was asked to go and give her certain things in the school. So, chatting with her, and I got to know that at times, when she sees people eating fried rice, she feels bad because her parents are not able to come and visit her. And when she sees her friends having drinks and all sorts, and she's not able to afford it, and I was like, okay. And I took another step back and I sat down and thought about it. If this girl is able to tell me this, ask yourself, if a guy in school tell her that, oh, I'll be able to buy you this, I will be able to buy you that, do you think she won't be in a relationship with that person?
She will.
Because she knows that if the guy is able to smooch her a little, she'll be able to get Bell Cola to drink for free because she's not able to buy it. The guy can buy her fried rice. Whilst, so later I had a conversation with the lady teacher, and she was like, the girl spoke to me, right? And I said, yes. He said, I also spoke with her. And the reason why I spoke with her was, a time came, she saw that the small girl was down, and after communicating, you could see that these basic things, she feels bad, but she's not able to communicate to the parent. So quickly, not knowing, the teacher asked for an exit, the lady teacher. There was a restaurant close to them, so she took the student there, sat down with her, bought food, around 200 cedis worth of food. After they eating and everything, she took her back to the school. The small girl felt happy. I also, when I heard it, I told her that I'm coming. She shouldn't leave where we're sitting. I went to town, bought fried rice, and then bought the Coca-Cola, the big size, and then bottled water pack. And I took it to her in the school, and I told her that she should eat it alone. She can give her friends some of the Coke to drink. Later in the evening, she called to thank me. So do you think if you are able to give her this, she would look at a man who will provide her that? No. So we should try our possible best to be doing these simple things for our youth, so that I don't divert and then bring pregnancy home and other stuff.
All right, interesting one. You're watching Time with Counselor Stella. I keep telling you that life on Omashi, here we bring you the best. We have a lot of program pilot life here on Omashi. We bring you the best. All we need is for you to give us your take. Call, send the messages, share, let people also listen and learn. And also test us and let us know where you want us to really do it right. But what we are after here live on Omashi all the time is we want the best for our society and every other people that are around there. And that is why Time with Counselor Stella is calling all the youths, come for free handwork for 1 good year. Learn any handwork of your choice for 1 year. Call me on this number than standing around the street and letting people mislead you for just how to survive. Come and learn handwork. Call me on this contact. Free handwork, free of charge. Just call me 0554 8411 27. I want to talk to the young ladies especially. Come. Let's have a good talk. Call me 0554 8411 27. And everything on me, my outfit, my gilly, is proudly made by Stella's Clothing, located at Dansuma Russia Road. You can also contact them if you like their headgear. 0554 8411 27. Interesting one. This topic is so deep, so huge. She's helping us to understand. My lady, she said that parents need to give so much attention to their children, and especially the female ones, so that they would not be misled in the school and do so many things that will bring them heartbreaking in future. Take care of them, show them attention. No matter how you're working so hard to provide for your home, or as a woman to support your husband, it is nice, it is good, but please do not channel all your attention to your handwork or to your activities. I don't know how to put it, but I think you know where we're diving to. Join us. Let's do this together. All right, my lady. In other way around, do you think the government or the teachers or the religions or the society have a very upper hand, or the parents, when it comes to bringing our today's children up? Do you think parents are doing it, or society or government or religions or social media? Which particular ones are doing it best? Or
Mostly, I would say social media, and then
society.
Because children look at what is going on around them and then adapt to it. And then on social media, they see people wearing short clothes, people coming on social media when they are able to insult the sitting president, the other function will invite them, try and then help them, and so they think it's cool. Well, you can't come on social media to come and insult a leader or a celebrity and go scot-free, because right now on social media we are as far as you are able to use your own smartphone to register, you can be tracked down and be arrested. You can't come and sit on social media. Even if the person is a false prophet, you don't have the moral justification to come on social media and then call that person out. When he or she was called by God, where were you?
Right.
Because some of them, you see them as fake, but to tell you the truth, they are not fake. There are some levels of truth. Maybe he or she has come to prophesy something and didn't come true. But that doesn't give you, the youth, the moral justification to come on social media. And right now, I'm even happy with some of the prophets that are going around arresting the young ladies of today who go on social media to call them names. Because if they pray or do something against you or your family, still the blood of your family members will be on their head. So they're going the right way by taking you with the law is the right way for me.
All right, interesting one. Let me ask you this, my lady, as a mother. Do you think that a child that was brought up with a strong foundation of a family value, Do you think they can be negatively influenced, or do you think they will be stronger due to they were brought up well?
There are always two sides of a coin. Some children are brought up the right way. For example, being brought up by the parents giving them strong value, but they still go wayward. Some children are even their parents are very strict to the extent that you are not supposed to go out and come late.
Okay.
But still they go the wrong way. And some also are brought up strictly, they turn up good. So there are always two sides to every coin.
All right, interesting one. What do you think the previous generation, that family value that they practice that in our modern time we can't find it? Is there any one, just one?
I'll say the love and then the faith in God,
Yeah.
are not being taught, and then the children are not even brought up with the Bible.
But there's so much love, like
Yeah,
those days, like okay.
because the youth right now see love as having sex, whilst it's not supposed to be so. So I'll say that in a way, parents have neglected the family value, and then our culture. They've neglected all this, and then I think if they are able to go back to the olden days, I think it will help.
Okay.
It will help.
All right, interesting one. Okay, let's conclude with this. If we are bringing up tomorrow leaders, right? When we talk about children, we are bringing up tomorrow leaders. What do you think that really shows that yeah, we are bringing up tomorrow leaders with the kind of society we are living in today? Just give us just one. Let's wrap up for today. Interesting. Right? Oh yes, if we said children are tomorrow leaders, in this our modern world, what attitude, what shows, what is those things that we see that makes us, yes, we have that confidence, we can hit our chest and say, yes, indeed, our children are tomorrow leaders?
For me, mom dear, I'll say we pray, because what we are seeing in our youth right now, they are learning how to disrespect our now leaders. So as you are disrespecting the now leaders, do you think tomorrow's those coming after you will respect you? No.
Okay.
So for me, I think the youth of nowadays have to change. When they are able to change their mindset and then their attitude, it will help groom the tomorrow leaders that they want in society.
All right, interesting one. Thank you so much. Let's wrap up with this question. What advice can you give to any parents or any mother or any parents that is watching us when it comes to raising their children to become tomorrow leader? What advice can you give to those women, especially those that do not have much attention?
I'll plead with our single mothers and then mothers who are still in marriages. We should try our possible best and make our kids our friends. Try and then encourage them, know their talents, God-given talents, and then try and groom them in a way that those talents that they have within them will grow, and then know what they are not capable of doing and help them. Maybe that he or she is not good in standing in front of audience. Groom him or her to become the kind of leader that you want, and try your possible best also to instill the fear of God in them and show your kids love. When you show them love and then show them the reason why they are supposed to be disciplined and be respectful, they'll grow and respect everybody in society. Thank you.
Yes, interesting one. Thank you so much, my lady. I guess, and I know that all my audience out there enjoyed what we talked about today, what we discussed this night. I know, of course, we should be able to understand that when we bring forth children, we should get ready to bring them up to the rightful way. Let us train them, even though it is not easy due to the society we find ourselves in today. But then you need to try your best. It takes prayer, it takes a whole lot of disciplines to bring up your child in a rightful way. You pray for your children when they are going out, you pray for them when they come home. Teach them that prayer is the best way of life. Pray with them and let them understand that you do not know who they are going to meet on their way out, neither in the school, even the teachers. Nobody is safe. Yes, let us engage them in prayer, going in and coming out, and also bring them up in a rightful way. Thank you so much for watching tonight's program, Time with Counselor Stella. I think we end in this episode today. Who is really bringing up the children today? We come to understand that parents really have to give more attention to their children. Though neighbors can also help to train the children, teachers, society, government, church, and all of that. But mostly the responsibility should be on the parents of those children. God bless you as you join us next week. And thank you so much for everyone that made this program a successful one tonight. Bye for now. My name is Stella.